Everyone, Matt here from Docs Running, and today we're going to do a sub 3 on the Hoka Mach X. So this is Hoka's workout trainer, performance trainer with race day vibes, whatever you want to call it, that's finally debuted, that gives us a little bit of what we wanted in the Mach and a little bit of what we wanted from the Rocket X2, and kind of combines the two of them into something that you can use for faster days. You can use for some easier days. We'll talk about this second, but it has the ability to move and move at a fairly decent pace without kind of blowing your legs off. So nice balance, fairly balanced ride. So let's talk about specs. First of all, getting into this. So men's size 9 is 9.4 ounces. Women's size 8 is 8 ounces. For stack heights, it is 39 in the heel, 34 in the forefoot for the men's for a 5mm drop, 37, 32 for the women's for also a 5mm drop. There's a Peebo top sole right here with an EVA foam underneath. There is a P-Bax plate, so not carbon, but it is a P-Bax plate. It is super stiff, so don't assume because it's not carbon, it is not stiff at all. Very new breathable mesh up top here that sits fairly low on the foot. It's not wide by any means. It's definitely kind of that classic Hoka fit with a little bit more roundedness up on the forefoot, but it's not super narrow either. It does sit very low on the foot, so more of that performance-esque fit. So just a little bit snug throughout. No security issues. Gusseted thin tongue, which holds down the foot well. Some nice mildly stretchy laces that I did have to tighten down a little bit because there's a little more room in the midfoot, but it was fine. Flexible heel counter, kind of classic Hoka fit, just a little bit lighter than some of the previous models. The sole is where things get really interesting and kind of where I didn't know what to expect, and I'm really glad I've gotten some additional miles on this. I have 25 miles now. The first 15 were not comfortable. It was like, this is kind of stiff, awkward, not as bouncy as I would hope. I'm comparing this against things like the Kinvara Pro and the Adidas Boston 12, and I was like, I'm not sure what to make of this. I'm glad I waited because it took a little bit for this to break down, or break in, I'm sorry. It is very stiff. This plate is thick. I don't know what to tell you, but it definitely takes some time to break in, so give it that. It does make it a little stiff for daily, for easy miles. It can be done, and that's why you need to break it in, because once I got to like 15, 20, there was a little bit more bounce from the Peebo foam, which was nice, but this really tends to excel more at up-tempo stuff and workout stuff. So I've done a fartlek. This is where this came alive. It's definitely not the fastest shoe, but those people don't want something as aggressive as the Rocket X2. They found it too aggressive, too bouncy, whatever. This is going to be much more grounded wide. You can use for racing if you really, really wanted to. You can definitely use this for workouts. So it works really well if you want to save your race day shoes or just want something a little bit different and a little bit more sturdy than some of those other ones. Very nice, durable outsole. It's been really good. Fairly smooth ride again. The midfoot takes some time to break in. Really nice forefoot, that early meta stage rocker here. But yeah, that's the Mach X2. We're going to have a full review. But if you want a workout trainer or something a little bit more daily, this might be an option for you.